Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Ann, and if you have been here already, welcome back. In today's video, I'm gonna show you a triple cut crease. I don't really know how to call this, but it has like 3 transitions, so I'm just gonna call it a triple cut crease. And this was actually the first time creating this, so I hope you guys are gonna enjoy. The first thing I'm gonna do is prime my eyelids. Like always, I'm taking the MAC Cosmetics Soft Ochre Paint Pot, which is my absolute favorite eyeshadow primer. To apply this, I'm taking my Sigma Beauty P84 brush, which is my favorite brush to apply this. I have a special discount code in the description bar, which will give you discount on everything by Sigma Beauty. So on their brushes, on their makeup, so that's really nice. And I also have a favorite brushes video, which I will link down in the description bar. And then for the next step, I'm going to take a eyeshadow pencil, which is from Inglot. I think it's called the 01 Soft Kohl Pencil, not really sure, but I will put the name and a link to where you can get it in the description bar. And I'm just going to create a simple line in the crease. I'm going to create it a little bit higher than I would normally do, just because I'm going to create another crease line. So normally I will go maybe a little bit lower. But today I wanted to go up a little bit higher because then I have more space for the next line, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna softly create the line. It took me a while because, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't have to be super sharp, but you definitely want the line to be where you want the crease to be. So you should take a little bit more time for this because this is gonna decide the shape of the crease. Now for today's makeup look, I'm gonna play with this new palette by Morphe Brushes, which is the 35O3. I think this is one of my favorite palettes that Morphe has launched recently. I think the shades are so incredibly beautiful. I am like really into warm tones, and this palette is kind of focused on warm tones. So this palette is like all in my area. I really like it. So I'm gonna use the black eyeshadow first, and I'm just going straight on top of the cut crease line that I created to kind of smudge it out and make it less harsh. So this is quite easy. You just follow the line that you just created. You just smudge the black eyeshadow on top of it, and that's all you do. So now I'm done with applying the black eyeshadow. So this is the next shade. It's kind of like a soft orangey color. I'm taking a really tiny blending brush. I think I'm using the Morphe M507, and I'm blending it right on top of the black line. I'm just smudging it back and forth. I'm not really focusing like on top of the black line. I really want this shade to be above it. So this is kind of gonna be like the transition shade. You could also go in with this shade before creating the black line if that's something you maybe find easier. But I went in with the black first and now with this shade. And then I'm taking this shade, which is more of like a reddish undertone kind of brown. It's really pretty. And I'm gonna apply this in between the black and in between the orange shade. And this is what's kind of gonna make the transition look a lot better. Because before this step, it was looking quite harsh. You could see like definitely like the difference between the orange and the black. And by blending this shade right in between, it's gonna make it just look a lot better. And yeah, that's the first step. And actually for this look, I'm gonna continue using the same shades. I'm not sure if it's not, I will correct myself during the video. But I think those 3 shades are actually the only 3 shades I used during the video. But I'm not sure, but I think I do. So I just kept blending. You can see that the transition is already starting to look a lot better, which is good. Also, I do have a little bit of a stuffy nose. My throat is a little bit annoying. So if you hear that, I'm sorry. But I feel like whenever I have like a stuffy nose or something, I don't want to like not film videos. I just want to keep going. So yeah, if you notice like something is different to my voice, that's the reason. So now I went in with the Boiing concealer from Benefit Cosmetics, which is one of their new concealers, which they recently launched. These are waterproof, super long wear. I've been using them now a few times for cutting the crease. Before this, I always used to use the MAC Pro Longwear concealer. But since this concealer is claiming to be waterproof, like really long wearing, I just wanted to oh my god, what is wrong with my English? I wanted to use this concealer to cut the crease because it's really nice. It's really like full coverage. I really enjoy using it, so I wanted to use it for today as well. I'm using it in the shade 3. I do know they also have it in the shade 1, which I'm trying to get my hands on because I feel like using a lighter base is gonna be even better, because when you go on top of a really light base, the shades are gonna stand out even more. So now I'm going in with this shade, and I'm gonna use that to kind of set the concealer in place. So I said before, like, those are the only shades I'm gonna use, but now I went in with different ones, so I wasn't totally right. But I also used this one just to set like the eyeshadow in place, which I think is really important. And of course, every step that I'm doing at my right side of the eye, I'm also gonna do on the left side. So I'm just gonna, I don't always show like both eyes because I feel like that will make my videos even longer, but sometimes I like to kind of show you some shots of that as well. So now I'm gonna do the exact same thing, just like I did at the other side, creating a line first, just like I did basically. I don't even know if I have to explain this all over again, but if you're new to creating cut creases, this might be helpful, because this way you will see everything twice and maybe you will remember it even more, so that's good. So once again, I went in with the Inglot pencil, then I went in with some black eyeshadow, and I'm gonna smudge it right on top of that. And I'm just gonna continue every step that I did with the other crease, so I'm just gonna put on some music and let you guys watch the video.
Until we couldn't do it, each and every high, every night with you, you and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters, stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep, in your worn out sweaters, thinking we'll be young forever, driving in your mom's old hatchback, and we were in too deep. Cause I'm thinking we'll be young, be young, be young. Cause I'm thinking we'll be young forever. Cause I'm thinking we'll be young, be young, be young. Cause I'm thinking we'll be. Where did it begin? Where did it end? Hanging on those strings, unable to bend. I never listened, trying to prove it, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you, you and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters, stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep, in your worn out sweaters, thinking we'll be young forever, driving in your mom's old hatchback, and we were in too deep.
Okay, so I repeated every step that I did for the first crease line. Now once again, I'm gonna set the eyelid with the light color just to make sure that the concealer is locked in place. And then after this step, I'm going in with some concealer. Now I'm actually gonna do the same steps again, but it's a little bit different, so I wanted to show you guys or tell you guys what I'm doing, because you might get a little bit confused. So now I'm using the Huda Beauty liquid liner, which has a pencil side and a liquid side, and I'm gonna use the liquid side first to create a winged liner. So first I'm just creating like a simple line above the lash line, and then after this I'm also gonna create a winged liner. I actually really like this eyeliner. It's like super black, super matte. When it comes to liquid liners, I really like them to be like super matte, and this one definitely does that. The only thing with this eyeliner is that you have to work pretty quickly, I think because it's so long wearing, It also dries really quickly, and I'm not really super fast at doing my wing liner. It takes me quite some time, so sometimes it already dries out, which is kind of annoying. But besides that, the finish is really beautiful. So if you are someone that is really quick at doing the eyeliner, you might really like this eyeliner. So now I went in back with the black eyeshadow, smudging it right above the eyeliner. So this is actually going to be the same steps as I did with the crease. I created a line, which in this case was like the eyeliner. And then I'm going to smudge it out with black eyeshadow. Then I'm going in with the orange shade to create a transition, and then go back in with the dark brown. Oh, I'm actually doing it in a different order. I first went in with the dark brown above it, just like I did with the crease, to create like a nice transition. And then I'm going in with the orange shade to smudge out the brown, and this is actually going to create the same gradient that you have in the middle of my crease and at the upper part of my crease. It sounds so weird to explain because I have basically, well, I actually have two creases going on right now, but I have done double cut creases, which are different. So I didn't know how to call this, but I think I'm just gonna call it like a triple cut crease. I don't know. So now I went in with these wipes, which are absolutely amazing. These are from the brand Yes To. Everything is vegan, everything is like really natural. I really like them. So I'm gonna use this wipe to clean up all the fallout. And then I went in with the pencil side. So this is the same eyeliner from Huda Beauty, which we used the liquid liner side from, but now I'm using the pencil side for the waterline. I actually really like that it has like a really good pencil side and a really good liquid liner. So this one is really easy and nice to take with you. And then I went back in one more time with the black eyeshadow, and I'm gonna use this all the way underneath the lower lash line to make it really dark and smoky. Then I'm taking this orangey shade and I'm gonna use that to blend out the lower lash line. I actually never leave my lower lashes with only using black eyeshadow. I always go in with a second shade to kind of smudge out the edges of the black eyeshadow. I just feel like using only black eyeshadow, it just kind of looks unfinished, if you know what I mean. So I always go back in with another shade. And then in between, I'm taking this dark brown, which I already used 100 times in this video. I just keep using the same shades, but I just want it to be like everything to have like the same undertone of shades. If you recreate this, of course you can give your own twist to it. You can do like a purple lower lash line or anything you want to do. Then now I'm curling the lashes so to kind of make sure that the upper lashes are more upwards, and this way I feel like they blend better into my fake eyelashes, which I'm gonna wear. Then I'm taking the Roller Lash Mascara from Benefit Cosmetics, which is my absolute favorite mascara, using a tiny coat on the upper lashes and using it for the lower lashes as well to make them really long. And then last but not least, of course, I'm going in with some fake eyelashes, and these are from my own lash brand called Annytude. This is the style Sassy, which are quite dramatic, but I feel like this eye look is also really dramatic. So I wanted to do lashes that are kind of going well with the eye look today. I have a special discount code, which is Anne. I will also link it down in the description bar. This will give you 20% discount on all my lashes. And then here you have the finished result. I really hope you all enjoy watching today's video. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. This is really helpful for my YouTube channel. Also, let me know if you're gonna try this look. I know it looks really complicated, and it's definitely a look that really challenged me. So if you're new into makeup, this might look or is gonna be a little bit difficult, but you know, maybe you want to challenge yourself. Just give it a go. And yeah, I just hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already, and hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.
No strings.